I know you just spoke with Alex Gorski, CEO of J&J. Can you give us first an update on when we can expect that J&J shot at the local CVS?
Yeah, good to be with you, Brian. Good to be back. And I do think times are better, but I would say we're also not out of the woods yet. Great conversations with Alex. His team have been phenomenal. First shot in the arms in Jersey from the J&J vaccine tomorrow morning, likely in Hudson County. And this is a powerful vaccine. I want to make sure I say that unequivocally, particularly if you're really sick or if you're concerned about really sick, hospital, or God forbid, dying. This is just as good as the other two. And we're making, we're up to 2.25 million shots in the arms. We got several millions still to go. I think March will be an incremental increase in our supply, and I think it'll go up in a quantum fashion in April and May. And we've built the distribution system out up and down the state, and we can't wait to get more shots in the arms.
Yeah, and I know for a fact from friends that it is starting to roll through. People I know that have been on lists, they are getting calls. Are you still working to streamline that online? It's still a bit of a hurdle, you know, especially for the elderly. You got to have your maybe your friends and family that are kind of working the angles for you here, Governor. Are we figuring it out every week?
Yeah, I think it's better by the day, Brian. It's not a straight line. We had some big vendor issues with the online registration. Those have been happily largely worked through. We realized seniors who were not online facile, we needed to set up a call center, which we did now a couple of months ago. That's up now to many hundreds of folks answering the phones, finally now making appointments for folks, multiple languages. It's one day to the next, but the progress is unmistakable. Folks who are not yet scheduled are frustrated and they want to get scheduled. I completely understand that. There's a supply-demand imbalance, but we're going to get to you, I promise you. Folks who have gone through and actually have gotten their vaccines, the overwhelming response has been one of the great processes I've gone through medically in my life, and we hope to have millions of more stories like that.
Okay, Governor. Okay, I like to go to Seaside Heights in the summer. That's my beach of choice. And you know, there's a special type of person in Ocean County, right? Some of them might say, well, we're done with masks. Forget about it, as they might say. I saw it last summer in person. There's going to be a push to open up like a Texas. You know this is coming once the cases start to continue to go down. Hopefully they will, and hospitalizations continue to go down as well. What's your thinking on that? Do you see a time this summer when New Jersey will, quote, be fully reopened?
Yeah, by the way, I spent a lot of time in Seaside Heights in the summer, too, so we should compare notes. My wife and I jog along the boardwalk regularly. Great community. Yeah, I do. I think we're going to, first of all, back to the vaccine. I think if you want to get a vaccine, and God willing, we'll get at least 4.7 million adults. That's our objective in New Jersey, to get a vaccine. If you want to get one by Memorial Day, we're going to be there for you. I'm highly confident of that. That's assuming the feds deliver the goods, and the Biden team have been great. I believe they will. Secondly, we've already begun to take baby steps to reopen, and assuming the vaccine rollout continues, that we don't have these variants that overwhelm us. There's no question, Brian, we're going to continue to open up, and we're going to get to, I believe, a much more normal summer on the shore. Having said that, I still believe when you're inside in close proximity to other people, at least for the foreseeable future, I think you're going to have to be careful to be distant and probably on the margin wear a mask. I think if you and I are out in the boardwalk, running, going over the dunes to go onto the beach, in our backyard, I think it's a much more typical, normal summer. But I think we will get there.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.